Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm AmalgamAsh, and this is going to be an overview slash showcase slash taking a look at a pack of assets for the Smile Game Builder game engine. This is the Spice Plus Japanese style model pack. This is available on Steam for around $10, and it comes with a bunch of objects, a bunch of lovely textured, fairly low poly Japanese themed objects. It comes with a bunch of maps, and the objects are all set up with collisions in these maps, so let's just jump right in and take a look. So we've got 5 maps that come with the DLC, and of course this is just for demonstration purposes only. This happens to be what we're going to take a look at. And here we are. I think for the purpose of looking at this stuff, I'm actually going to change the map settings themselves. Camera settings, that is. Whoops. I'm going to change the game data camera to be free movement and FPS style. Very good. Spice Plus Japanese style model. No music in the default map, but that is perfectly fine. So here we are. We are in the middle of a beautiful Zen garden in the middle of the night. You know what? Let's not have the middle of the night in our Zen garden. Maximize and new game. Here we are. I made it a nice, beautiful, sunny day. The default map background was black. I thought that looked a little bit off, so it still looks kind of off because there doesn't seem to be a ceiling in there, but I've got a video on how to very quickly make a ceiling in Smile Game Builder, or in Blender rather, and apply it to Smile Game Builder if you'd like to take a look at that. But everything you see here comes with the Spice Plus Japanese pack. Spice Plus is the developer of these graphics. It's the creator of these assets. And all of these, like I said, they're fairly low poly. It looks like some of the textures don't quite match the quality of some of the textures in the other objects. Like this stepping stone has a slightly different resolution to its texture than these rocks. And you'll see just a little bit of that throughout, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. It's definitely not too much to go in and fix yourself if it does bother you. And then that really goes for any of these texture packs. As far as congruency with other DLC, I mean, this is based on a feudal Japanese look. So, I mean, it's not going to go verbatim with the G-style pack, which was developed by a different group of asset creators anyway. It's not going to go directly with the Wonder World pack, which was developed in such a weird, wacky style on purpose. But you, the game creator, you have the power to pick and choose from these assets with some discretion to attempt to make the best matches overall and to provide the viewer with a reason for why they're looking at Japanese assets when your game is based in any other context. Or you can have these for a lovely Japan-themed area in your game. So back to looking, we have a shed that you can walk around in. They have preset, there's some stones peeking through, but don't worry about those. They have preset the collisions. If you are experienced with Smile Game Builder collisions, you know that they are set up on a sort of block by block basis. You are given a grid, a 3-dimensional grid, in which to view your newly imported 3D models, and you're able to turn on, rather, which blocks have collision and which don't. Let's go up the stairs. You have these lovely sliding shoji doors, and this one doesn't have any event set up for it, so I'm not sure that it's going to actually slide close. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. You have tatami mats, which is a big deal. Now, the tatami mat is not something that would be too difficult to recreate if you just want it to be tiles, but this is actually an entire object you can lay right over all of your floor tiles. I think it's much more valuable to have these new different walls, because walls is not something that we get a whole lot of options in SGB. Whoops, and that didn't have any collision, so we just stepped right on through. Don't worry about that. We've got floor pillows. We have new furniture, very low tables. We have writings, calligraphy. We have what looks to be some maps. We have bag of gold coins. We have some lovely Japanese poetry or some calligraphy, some art in the form of calligraphy on a wall scroll, what appears to be an urn, fancy dishes. We have storage. We have light sources. This is really cool. We have hanging sheets or tapestry. This would go really well with the ceiling for sure. Screen, we have the Japanese style futon bed. We have swords in a stand. And we have a low table with some books on it for study. And that was just one map. So we're going to take a look at another map. Here you have countless models for the inside of a house, and you have, as in the previous map, the raised floor with tatami flooring. You have bottles of sake set, floor seating, a method by which to cook things. This looks like a teapot. You've got some beautiful cabinetry, some spaces for your dishes. Now, I don't know for sure yet because I need to take a look at the object pack, but I think that these dishes could be separate. This could be the same cabinet model twice, and the dishes could just be their own object that you place within it, but we'll check it out. We have more utensils for tea, what looks like could be a bento. Lovely bookshelves. You could use these in pretty much any environment. They would look great. A low wardrobe or perhaps storage for your futon. A vanity, another style of futon, and the folded up futon. Stack of cushions, low wall. Going down into the kitchen area, we have basket of vegetables, cooking pot, bamboo steamer, perhaps, complete with stone on lid, workspace for cooking, chopping vegetables, preparing food, a shelf above. All of this looks really, really great. Lots of decorative items, lots of practical items for scenery, lots of things to edit the textures on if you are keen to do so. Next, we're going to be looking at the farmers' houses map. All of these objects, remember, come with this DLC. Looks like we've got, is that a fishing pole or perhaps a thresher? A lovely model of a utility shed, which this one doesn't have any collision. We can just walk inside, so it's complete with an inside as well. This kind of has a cool horror vibe to it if you wanted to use it for that context. A headstone, one of those roadside statues that you always see. Bamboo, a cooking pot over some fire. That looks great. Let's have a walk over to the garden. These guys are scarecrow. They have a name for them. I think it's nonomohe, something like that. That's the face. Those are the 4 symbols on the face. Read aloud. It's just a type of scarecrow. You have sprouts. Then you have slightly more growth to those sprouts. And then you've got full-on cabbages and radishes. So you've got some options for setting up your crops. You have some tools that you can lay out. Wheelbarrow. Not just a basket of vegetables, but also of mushrooms. A cart, tools hanging up, the whole kit and caboodle for when you're ready to go out and harvest. You've got your sun hat, you've got your basket with straps so you can carry it on your back, and you've got your boots, basket of eggs, step ladder. This map is called Food in Japan, and it showcases, all of the different food objects that come with this asset pack. I am not clear on what that is. Looks like it could be some kind of seafood. We've got some sushi. This looks delicious. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks very tasty. Probably something with egg. A sushi platter and sashimi. A nice sake bottle with some drinking glasses. Another type of sake bottle with the very shallow, wide cup. At least I think that's what that is. Could also be a sauce. You've got some room dividers or screens if you so choose to use them. You've got some room dividers or perhaps screens if you so choose to use them that way. Looks like we've got some matcha green tea, empty cups, cups with lids, something to serve that tea. We've got some perhaps oranges. Looks like different flavors of mochi. I know what these are called, but I can't think of it at the moment. We've got some odango. I know what these are called, but can't think of it at the moment. Looks like some of the dishes that hold the foods are placed a little bit too low on their Z-axis there. That just needs to be a little bit higher. The classic mochi. All of this looks delicious. I'm getting hungry. Something with salmon on top and some chopsticks with chopstick rests. Noodles. Those are some delicious noodles. You may have seen the smoked fish in the free Spice Plus. You may have seen these smoked fish in the free Spice Plus model pack. They are included here. Likely updated. And we have some what looks to be miso soup. some tasty shrimp. That's pretty much the gist of this entire pack. We have some beautiful decorated doors, lovely walls, just all kinds of scenery. Just a very, very complete feudal Japanese pack. Again, I'm pretty sure this retails on Steam for about $9.99. It'll show up when you look for Smile Game Builder. It is now listed with the assets, and the pack came out just a little bit ago, maybe several weeks, and it was included as part of the 80% off Smile Game Builder sale. That's actually how I acquired it. Just letting you know, because you can expect whenever Smile Game Builder has one of its deep discounts, 80% off, it's very likely that this pack will also get that discount too. So is it worth the wait? That's not something that I can tell you, but I can tell you if you need a Japanese asset pack now, this one is quite lovely. I really like it. Now, if I can direct your attention to the right side of this screen, right here, where all of your tabs are set up under Objects, you will see that all of your Japanese assets are separated into 5 tabs. There's obviously more than 5 tabs here, but the trap system comes with SGB by default, as does the decoration. You have parts, which are things like your stairs and your fence corners and your walls. And then you've got items, which comprise actually a bit of your furniture as well as the tabletop things, and your tools. Your indoor tab has all of your kitchen accessories, and it looks like the shelf is actually empty by default, and you can decorate it with tableware, books, and the like. So that's pretty handy. And your food and drink is all on one tab as well. And finally, the outdoor tab has all of your typical outdoor stuff, your crops included. And one more probably important note, all of these items are in English. So when you mouse over them, you'll see the English descriptions for them, which is pretty neat considering things like the Corpse Party asset pack. They're all in Japanese still. Curious, but there we are. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you'd like me to take a look at other asset packs in particular. I am planning on looking at more of them, especially ones created by different asset creators rather than just the official DLC. And I'll be sure to take a look at those. So see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Until then, bye-bye.